Hey there Trekkies, my name is Michael, aka the TrekLad. Welcome back to the channel, I hope you're doing well. Boy oh boy, have we been spoilt for Star Trek news over the last week. After the feast that was Star Trek First Contact Day, a couple of days later, we were treated to news that we are indeed getting another Star Trek movie, yet another one. This one is different to the other productions that have been teased over the years, however, because this one has a release date attached to it. Yeah, July 2023. Buckle up, because Star Trek is coming back to the big screen. Now this is big because in the past we've had productions like Noah Hawley's Star Trek, Tarantino's insane Star Trek that realistically was never going to happen anyway, and the potential Star Trek 4 featuring Kirk meeting up with his father somehow. None of those had a release date. This one does, and I want to share my thoughts on it and some theories. Before I get into all that, however, if you can do me a favour and like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this coming real soon. I'm about to hit 2,000 subs, which is just insane, so thank you. Mwah, everybody, there's a little kiss for you. Now, information on this new film is scarce. We don't know a lot about it with the exception of its release date. I'm sure come next year's Star Trek Mission Chicago convention, we're going to learn a little bit more about it. We do know it is being produced by J.J. Abrams and his Bad Robot studio. What we also know, and this is the interesting bit of all this, is that Kalinda Vazquez's script that she's working on, which was announced a few months ago, is not associated with this production. That's interesting. Kalinda Vazquez's script is a spec script. It's still very likely in early production. It's probably not even finished a first draft yet, unless she's quite fast at typing, which if she is, then good for her. But it's not associated with the JJ movie. So we have two Star Trek movies in the works. Now that's no different from what we've had in the past. We had the Tarantino movie and the Noah Hawley being worked on at the same time. So this isn't a new thing. However, with things on the corporate side becoming a bit clearer with the remerging of Viacom and CBS, no longer needing that license thing, if that was ever really a thing, the wall between the Star Trek movies and the TV productions, it's not there anymore. This opens up a huge opportunity for Star Trek to jump in and do something that a lot of media franchises have been attempting to do for quite a while. I'm talking, of course, about a shared universe, a cinematic universe tied in with TV stuff. We're going to have a shared universe. Now, I'm just going to go out and say it. I think with JJ producing this movie, I don't think we're going to get a reboot. I don't think that's on the cards. And another reason why I think that's not going to happen is because I think they've just put too much time and energy and effort and, yes, money into making the TV productions that we're seeing at the moment. There's just too much going on in the Star Trek universe. It doesn't really make sense to reboot the whole thing all over again. So I just don't think it's going to happen. And I'm sure that's something that JJ wouldn't want to do with Bad Robot anyway, given the fact that there's the whole Kelvin universe over here that is still there to be explored. The Kalinda Vazquez script and production, I think, is going to tie in more specifically into the Discovery stuff. We know that she has written for Discovery in the past, so that's her wheelhouse. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the 32nd century. It could be around the time when Discovery was, well, when we were first introduced to Discovery. I mean, it could be anywhere for all we know. It's still really early days. I know. It could be anything. But what about this? What if this 2023 movie is a direct continuation of the Kelvin universe, okay? This movie here. And Vazquez's Star Trek production is a tie-in to Discovery or the TV productions that we've been seeing. You've got two movies, two tangents. And what if we get a third, maybe a fourth? Obviously, they need to make money, of course. But what if this is all building towards a giant Avengers-esque team-up, a crossing, a grouping of all of the Star Trek that we know? I've been a big fan of this theory for a while. If you've been following me for a while, I've said it on pretty much every podcast and live stream I've been on for the last 6 months, but it just makes sense. It would bring some legitimacy to the Kelvin universe movies, not that I think they need them, and it would group the Discovery stuff in with the larger, richer Kelvin cinematic universe thing that's going on. And most importantly, it would marry everything back up again. I'm sure there are some people out there who won't watch it just because, but mashing it all together into one gelatinous beautiful mess that is Star Trek, I'm up for that. I'm interested in seeing that. No, and who knows, maybe it could lead to some awesome Avengers Endgame moment where you have Burnham and Pike and Chris Pine Kirk and Picard's there and Cisco turns up in a cloud and everybody's there. How amazing would that be? Who wouldn't want to see that? Again, early days. I don't want to get too carried away, but I feel like this is something that could realistically happen. I think the people that are running Star Trek like them or loathe them. They are committed to this. We're getting more productions, more and more productions. The cinematic stuff is starting to heat up again. There has been no debunking this. 2 Star Trek movies are coming. That we know it's happening. While the MCU has popularized this whole cinematic shared universe thing, whatever you want to call it, Star Trek was doing that years ago. Star Trek was doing crossovers with TNG and Deep Space Nine and Voyager before Kevin Feige even probably knew what a TV screen was. I mean, that's probably not true. He's quite old. So it makes sense. Star Trek to return to the thing that it was doing the best. Having a shared, one big, awesome, happy family of TV shows and movies. I'm excited about this. But what are your thoughts on a potential Star Trek cinematic shared TV universe? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this coming at you soon. Until the next one, stay happy, stay safe, and live long and prosper.